What's up, creepers and geekers? Chris, the Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? I don't know what I was looking at over there when I first hit the start record button. But regardless, guys, welcome back to the 2019 Atari Creep Walk to End Alzheimer's. This is an update video for August the 13th of 2019. And for those of you who are new to the channel, every year what I do is I do the Walk to End Alzheimer's in September out in Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I raise funds in honor of my father, who passed away of the disease in 2006 at the age of 63. And I ask you for your help. I ask you for donations. And this year we have some really great incentives, a giveaway, and just some really rad shit for you to oogle at and possibly own should you donate and be a rad motherfucker like these 9 people I'm going to shout out in a few minutes. So, regardless, before we do that, I have 2 apologies. One, I'm going to slur and stutter and... Oh, I had some work done. Let's put it that way. I just had some work done, and there's a lot more work going to be done here. There's some changes coming up, but that's for another time. We'll discuss that. And I'm really excited. I'm finally getting things fixed, but I'm swollen. I'm swollen, and I feel like someone took marbles and jammed them up in there under my skin. But so sorry if you can't understand what I'm saying, you know. But either way, as far as the link to the campaign, just use the one in my videos. I've been posting it since the campaign started this year, and it'll be there until October of this year. It's janky. I don't know what it is. This year it's not working too well. You can hand type it verbatim, and nothing comes up. But if I go to the website, go into the customize so I can put the Atari Creep instead of having that big long AWG dash, you know, whatever, and copy and paste it, works just fine. So the one in my videos works just fine. I reached out to them and asked them, hey, can we see what's going on here? Because I'd like to just be able to type it out or have people type it out instead of having to go to 3 different fucking websites to click on a damn thing. So I am working on that, guys. So, let's just get into the campaign itself. So here's the page. If you haven't been there yet, it's rad. And as it stands, we are at $240 amazing friggin' dollars, guys. I cannot thank you enough. And anyone who's new, don't let this goal of $1,000 scare you. I just put that there as a random number. One year we came this close to reaching it. But in all fairness, that's because my aunt, whose brother was my dad, and now her husband actually is suffering from Alzheimer's, donated $500 that one year. So, yeah. Well, either way, we almost made it to $1,000 the year before last. But either way, guys, even if I don't get another dollar, I'm immensely grateful. Immensely grateful. So, I want you to focus right here while I shout out some names from a virtual mountaintop. One of the things I like to do is, in these update videos, I like to shout out the people who have donated, either by their online name or their real name, depending on what they're comfortable with. Sometimes I'll throw out what their donation was. It's kind of important this time to talk about the giveaway, but I like to do that, and even though I repeat the same names over and over again, it doesn't matter. Their names need to be screamed out. Actually, you know what? Let me show you something really cool before we shout out names. I'm going to show you what we've been doing here in my house. Let me get this so I can see what's going on in the camera. All right. I get these things. The Alzheimer's Association sent me a whole bunch of these things, along with this shirt. I'm not a captain, but whatever. And everyone who's donated, your names are up here. Now, I know that probably doesn't mean nothing for anyone else, but for me it does. And it's a rad reminder of how awesome you guys are. So I recognize you guys here, and you have no idea how much it warms my heart. It makes me happy that I have such awesome people in my corner, and I can't thank you enough. I really can't. I got a whole bunch of these and a purple marker by happenstance, you know. So yeah, regardless. All right, so let's talk about these first 5 people are involved in the giveaway. We will talk about what that is here in a minute. And the way the giveaway works is, if you want to be involved in it, you have to tell me, though. You have to tell me when you donate. Say, yes, I want to be, because I've had to ask people. I had one person, I didn't recognize their name, and thank God I was able to find out who they were and message them, and they are now in. If I don't know, I initially asked you to leave a comment on the page, because you have a space here to comment right over here. No one's done it yet, but either way, it's working out. So these first 5 people are in the giveaway. The way it works out, for every $1 you donate, I put in 1 ticket, 1 entry. Okay? So if you do $10, you get 10 entries. Your name's in there 10 times to be drawn for the grand prize. Storm Surge, a member of the Atari.io forums, dude, thank you so much. $50, 50 entries into the giveaway, dude. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Rad Cat, we were Secret Santas a couple of years back for the IO Secret Santa giveaway. Really nice guy. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it. Mr. Postile. Every time I see his name, I want to say Popeye. My brain sees Popeye when I see that, but I have to pause and actually read something, you know. Put forth some effort. Mr. Postile, 20 bucks, 20 entries. Boom, boom. A 1-2 punch. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate it so much. Brian's Man Cave not only did the 1-2 punch, but doing an uppercut with an extra $5, $25. You get 25 entries, dude. Thank you so much. Brian's a really good dude, too. You should check out his channel if you haven't yet. I'm sure a lot of you came over here from his channel. But Brian's a really great channel. A lot more consistent, a lot more family friendly than I am. He doesn't throw out the fucking F-bombs all the time, but it is what it is, you know, with me, anyhow. But Brian's a good dude. Dude, Brian, thank you so much, dude. I really do appreciate it. Rick R. You may recognize the name Rick R. from such famous videos as when I got my Dracula VMD game, my tabletop Dracula. It was a dream piece for my collection that he made happen through a cash/trade kind of deal. Rick tossed in that $15 1-2. Dude, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, man. You're such a rad guy. Another IO member, Atari.io member. You seeing a pattern here, guys? You need to get your ass over to Atari.io. It's a great community. George Mahoy. I know that was wrong how I said that. MOHOI. $25 donation. Dude, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I honestly can't recall where you slithered in from. But regardless, you're here. We actually became Facebook friends. Did we just become best friends? I think we did. But no, George is a really rad cat. And I'm happy to throw 25 entries in for him to hopefully win this game controller. Dude, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Other donations. These last 4 people who are not in the giveaway for a variant of reasons that we will talk about here and there. But we wouldn't be talking about a giveaway if it wasn't for this next rad motherfucker. Retro Game Boys. Mike of Retro Game Boys. His Nana is suffering from Alzheimer's disease as we speak. And he is the rad dude who decided to toss in the... He reached out to me and said, hey, Creep, I got a new controller. Would you like to give it away on your channel? And at first I was hesitant because I don't do the giveaway thing, but I said, can I tie it into this Alzheimer's? And I explained to him what it is I do. And he says, dude, that's perfect. And he told me about his Nana, you know? Told me about his Nana. And it just, guys, every time I do this, I meet new people in the gaming community. People surrounded by and devastated by this disease. And that's why it's so important. You know, I can goof around all I want, but at the end of the day, this affects most of us in one way or the other. So he was rad enough to donate a controller for me to give away for this campaign. But he went the next step further and tossed $50 into the pool. Dude, thank you so much. I can't think, dude, here's a bro hug. Here's a fucking huge bro hug. I can't thank you enough, man. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. GameZar, another rad dude. I believe he used to be in the IO forums. I can't recall. You tell me down below. I think he used to be there. But regardless, another rad guy. He's a big supporter of the Creep, both personally and through this online nonsense. He drew first blood with his $10 donation. Dude, thank you so much. He's not in the giveaway because he kind of came before it was even conceived. But if the 5 people up in that list don't mind me tossing him in there, let me know. It has to be unanimous. I need to hear from each one of you. I want him in that list, but I want to make it fair. So I need to hear like a voters' council. Yeah, go ahead and throw him in there. However, GameZar, if you just throw another $1, just another buck, I know it's a pain in the ass. I'll take all $11 and put it up there, okay? Just to do a technicality after the fact kind of thing. But GameZar started off this year with $10. Thank you so much, bro. A good buddy of mine from up north, the Canadian Zankeef, another great YouTube channel, which I wish he was more active with. I loved his channels. It was a variant of different things, all retro and gaming related. And he does a lot of Gundam builds as well. But I understand life gets in the way, and sometimes you have to make a pause. Sometimes you just get sick of fucking doing this shit, you know? So he tossed a 10 spot my way as far as the campaign is concerned, and also declined being put into the giveaway because, as he said, I don't have a use for it and I get too much shit as it is. But I will be sending him out a thank you care package either way. So Canadians, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Last and the newest entry, I'm not going to say how much because they chose not to disclose that on the website itself. I believe that's an option. You could leave that anonymous. So out of respect for them, I will just leave it at that. But a very generous donation from Atari LBC, again, a member of the Atari.io forums. Not only a really nice individual, but amazing at these video games. Whenever we have a high score squad challenge, as soon as I see that they posted, I'm like, damn it, there goes my chance for first place. But no, but in all seriousness, Atari LBC, thank you so much. I did message you or said to message me to get me an address at least so I can send you out at least a thank you something or other. So maybe I'll send these out to everybody too after I'm done. So you can put on your wall and say, hey, look what I did. I was a nice person who did something really cool. So that is all I have for you as far as names. All 9 of you. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's continue with the train, though. I can thank these people as much as I'd like, but I'd like to be able to make a 3-hour video thanking people, and it takes that long because there are so many out there. But I do have a couple of incentives for you to do so. First and foremost, let me turn it on. The only thing I've been able to turn on for 20 years. But no, this is I did a review of this, and I gave it poopy review, but it's not bad. It's a small screen and these flat little buttons that bother me. It works just fine. The girls were using it for the longest time. But I decided to customize it to give it kind of a, I don't know what you would call it, post-apocalyptic. It's not quite steampunk, but, let's get some needless shit glued to it, and it's got a nice paint job. But regardless, I am offering this up free to anyone who donates $50 or more between now and the campaign. First $50 or more gets this free. And of course, I will toss in a couple of the game sleeves that we will discuss next. All you gotta do, next $50, you'll get that for free automatically. I'll just send it right out to you. A gentleman on it was on Twitter, Video Game Dust Sleeves. I'll put their link down below as well. Reached out to me and said, "Hey, Creep, really love what you're doing with the Alzheimer's. Would you like me to design and donate some dust sleeves for your campaign?" And I feel odd doing that, but yeah, so he sent me a whole bunch of these. We worked together, and that's my normal campaign image, and he's got that there, and did a really great rendition of the END Alzheimer's logo. But these are great for your Atari 26 and 7800 games. Not all of them have the little dust protector. This one doesn't. The Atari Creep video game doesn't. But regardless, I have a whole bunch of these. Of course, if you win this, you will get a couple of these as well. And I've done a lot of little random next 24 hours first donation gets 3 of those. You know what I mean? And Rick R. was actually a victim of that very circumstance. And he didn't even know it. He made his donation on a day I said the next person gets 2 of those and an empty new Coke can that I cleaned, of course. And I was glad to do so. And he passed one of them on to another friend through the I.O. forums, which I was happy because that puts that in the mind of somebody else. And, it'll be on the shelf, and every year they'll think about that. So I got a whole bunch of those. So if you're interested in those, you can just get them direct. We'll talk about for every so many dollars, I'll give you one. And, you give it directly to the Alzheimer's Association and an address my way, and I'll get a bunch of those to you. But either way, randomly, I'm throwing them out there. But if you want one, let me know, and we'll work something out that has to do with the Alzheimer's Association. But regardless, we will get you one. And as far as the Grand Poobah, I keep talking about a game controller. This isn't the actual controller you will be winning. It will be one very similar to this. It'll be for the Atari 7800 itself. It will look just like this, except it'll have the D-pad and then the 2 buttons over here, much like you would see on, say, an NES controller. It's got a really nice, I guess you'd call that like a grip, but you can also remove it if you prefer to play it NES style. And it's basically an NES gamepad made to play Atari 7800. Now, this is a very specialized Robotron controller. But it'll look just like that, but be set up to play strictly just 7,800 games. Atari LBC declined to be in the giveaway because they have that very controller I have, and they said that's good enough, and they couldn't say enough good things about the controller, and they wanted someone else to have the opportunity to own one of Mike's controllers. So you can't say enough good stuff about this. I can't say enough good stuff about Mike. He doesn't just retrofit these things. I mean, these are designed from the ground up. The cases and everything are 3D printed. Really great feel. They work awesome. They're responsive. And you could get one free. And all you got to do is donate. If you donate $1, guess what? You're in. You donate $500, guess what? You're in 500 times. You can do the math from there. It's really that simple. So, guys, dust sleeves. Come on. I got a whole bunch of these. I want to give them away. Get a hold of me. First $50 gets a nifty thing like this. Come on. At least it looks rad on the shelf, and it is functional. And if you just want to smash it, fucking smash it. I don't give a shit. And you can't go wrong with a retro Game Boy's controller. They're just amazing things. And once the school year starts up, and I start earning a regular paycheck again, because I work for the school system, I plan on purchasing a couple more from him. But either way, guys, thanks as always so much for watching. I know these are always long-winded, but they're very important, and I think they're worth it. They're worth doing, they're worth uploading, and they're worth your time to watch it. And if you're able to, I understand if you're not, but if you are able to, please donate a few bucks to the Alzheimer's Association. You'll be doing so much good. You'll be helping with those who are inflicted with disease, as well as anyone surrounded by it. And this doesn't just impact the individual. The caregivers and the family members on a psychological, financial, and physical level. It takes a great toll on them. Most of these individuals are cared at home, because the cost of care for an individual with Alzheimer's disease is astronomical. My dad both had home care until we couldn't do it anymore, and then we had to put him in a specialized home that dealt with memory diseases. I saw what it did to my mom. The money also goes to help that, but inevitably, it's going to help us find that first survivor. And it could be Retro Game Boy's Nana. It could be. It could be your uncle. It could be your great-grandfather. It could be your brother, your sister. It could be your kid. Last year, I showed a video of a little kid who has a juvenile version of Alzheimer's, guys. So this is a devastating disease, and every 60-something seconds, every 50-something seconds, someone comes down with it. So please donate. Please donate. Also, I forgot to mention, this is important. Atari LBC related to me that both of their great aunts suffered from and passed away of the disease. So it's not just every year I hear more stories from you folks. You know, I'll get a donation and then they'll tell me their story, and it's like it's uplifting and heartbreaking at the same time. But I know what we're doing is worth it, and I really do appreciate anyone who does anything for it. Whether you're able to donate or whether you're able just to take a fucking 30-second break to copy and paste that link and forward it to your friends, your families, your loved ones. Because maybe your buddy at work that's friends with you on Facebook has an uncle or has a mother that is suffering from the disease. And they're like, you know what? Let me toss this guy a few bucks. Or they get involved themselves. That's amazing. I would rather that if more people were involved. But until then, I would greatly appreciate if you would consider throwing a few bucks my way. I don't Patreon and I don't bug you guys for money. With the exception of this kind of deal anyway. So guys, again, I can't thank you enough. Sam Stein, oh dear, I get so sad. I can't thank you guys enough for your support. I really do appreciate it. Guys, thank you always so much for watching. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you. And, you know what? So I can distract myself from being all weepy-eyed. This thing's 18 inches tall. And I got to restore this thing. And I can't wait. I said that like it's a problem. Look out for this here pretty soon. Might not be a full video, but you'll definitely be seeing it here on the channel. All right. Distracted from sadness. All right, guys. Till next time. Take care. Creep it real. Don't forget to support the Alzheimer's Association, whether you donate through me or you share the link. Until next time, guys, hope you're doing well. And bye-bye.